I'm Dustin Hillman with the Collective Outdoors. Today we're going to talk about maximizing your outdoor living space. A little bit about me, born and raised here in Fort Worth. I've been in the industry for over 20 years. Grew up mowing yards, stonework, commercial, a little bit on the masonry side. About 12 years ago, I entered into the outdoor living industry. Just kind of taking off from there. COVID was a little crazy for everybody, but we made it through and just kind of getting back to our roots and building those relationships like we've always had. So we have a showroom just south of downtown. It's a 10,000 square foot showroom. We've built out the inside of a 110-year-old building look like a home and garden show. We have turf on the floors, outdoor tile, outdoor kitchens, grills, furniture. We carry 11 different brands of outdoor kitchens, so we can do ice makers, grills, smokers, pellet grill, charcoal, different patio covers. So we opened in 2018. A few things. We've been the best of Fort Worth for 5 years in a row, and I'm a proud member of CEA, Cowtown Executive Association, which is a great group of business owners here in Fort Worth. So let's talk a little bit about maximizing your outdoor space. First, we want to answer two questions when people walk in the door. People aren't quite sure what they want, and they're not quite sure what it costs. We have an education approach, so we want to educate our customers throughout the process of how they're going to use their space. We ask a lot of questions. We listen. We want to really just kind of get personal and see they're going to do. Are they entertained for 4 or 24? North Texas, we have all 4 seasons, and that all happen in one day. So we want to take that into into an approach of when we design and think of the outdoor living area. So then property, we cannot change that your house faces west. What we can change is who's in the space, who's going to be using the space. Those are information that we'll collect. How big is your family? Do you have children? And then how it's used. Do you like to entertain? Do you like to grill? Let's talk a little bit about the climate. A couple of first things that we approach, if somebody reaches out to us, we're going to look up their address on Google Maps and see exactly where their house faces. The west sun, afternoon sun during the summer is really important to have that shaded because it keeps the concrete, the floor, the pavers from radiating heat, the brick on the back of the house, your furniture. You don't want to go sit out there at 9 o'clock at night, even after the sun's down, because it's been getting baked in the sun all day. And a lot of times we use motorized shades, or we'll do a screened-in wall, like this one we did, a tile behind the grill. There's options to kind of for privacy, but also to block that west view, and that's really important. Through our showroom, we've partnered with furniture companies, big ass fans, grill vendors, heaters. We vet and trust. We want to make sure that they're going to stand behind their warranty and really help us build our business. And if something comes up, because it is construction, they're there with us if anything comes through. Like Big Ass Fans, that is the name. Their logo is a donkey. We are one of the largest retail stores of Big Ass Fans in North Texas. So we sell more Big Ass Fans. And the reason why, we always tell people to leave money in your budget for moving air. Who likes mosquitoes? Nobody. That's going to really extend your seasons on your patio. And then also outdoor heaters, Infratech, Bromic, those are two of the major brands that are out there. They're electric, so it's like hooking up a stove. Each heater is like hooking up a stove. But typically the electric, it's on off. You can put them on a timer. It's really nice, especially if you do the shades. Shade in from 3-4 sides of the patio, and then turn the heaters on, it'll really heat it up 20-30 degrees when it's cold outside or freezing. So different types of covers. We can do patio covers, pergolas, rustic covers, a lot of different covers. We want to make sure it's built with the house. It's a pet peeve of mine. We're real particular, it's got to look like it's built with the house. It's really got to flow and kind of go with the theme and transition. This is your property. It's the placement of the home. We want to talk about the placement of the addition. We can't make your yard bigger, but we can maximize everything that we do in the yard. So city permits, regulations, we do a lot of stuff in Fort Worth and the surrounding cities, but we want to really help guide our customers through that process. And then even HOA. A lot of HOA communities have strict guidelines that we would help go through. Instead of somebody designing something and they're not able to build it, because the HOA will reject it at the end. So we'll look up the bylaws before we even get to the design side. Who's in the space? How many people? Some people entertain a lot. We have 3 young kids, so we always have friends over. I grew up in a space where It's a small house, but we had a big backyard, so we stayed outside all the time. We want to ask those questions about who's going to be using the space. Friends, family, kids. It really helps ideas of best ways to use the area. So, and then how it's used. This picture it's a little faded out here, but you know, this is an 86-inch TV on top of this with a fireplace underneath. But we want to talk about the seating arrangement. We want to talk about the flow of it all, like inside of the house looking out. So we want to make sure it's an extension of your living room. A lot of people want to watch the game inside their house. We want to kind of have that same setup with Sonos surround sound or speakers or sound bar at the very least inside your house. And then on the cooking, people don't want to grill outside, you know, but we've built an outdoor kitchen with 11 grills in it. So we have all ends of the spectrum. It's how you use the space, and that's what we want to build it for our customers. And just a little bit about our process. You know, first off, we try to answer those two questions. We're not sure how much it costs. We're not quite sure what we want. And it's asking how you're going to use the space. So it really helps that you can come lift the lids on the grill, sit in the furniture, instead of doing everything off of a catalog or everything through an app or everything through a website. It's a very interactive experience. Then we do a site visit, and that's just kind of making sure our accurate measurements, asking which bedrooms are inside these windows, asking who uses the space. If you're going to add a hot tub, and if you have kids, you probably don't want to put it outside the master bedroom. There's just a lot of design questions that we want to kind of go through to help satisfy the customer. So Tom up here on the screen, he's on the right side. He's been in the construction industry for 40 years. He is our educator. That's his job title. He's not sales, he's our educator. He is part of the family for us. He's failed retirement 3 times. So he walked in 4 years ago and said, my wife said if I don't get a job, she's gonna divorce me. So, but he's great part of the team. He'll be up here this weekend. And then Jeff, he's our lead designer. He's been designing pools in Vegas for 35 years. He's been a part of the team for 2.5. So I can do the design, I can help out with the sales and education, but these guys, we have a 3-part sales process: is education, ask questions, layout, and then Jeff's a master designer. Like he is very what you want. He's a creative and he has OCD. So it's what you want in a designer, somebody that does plans and is very detail oriented. So lots of good ideas to get to that final product. So I have some time for some questions. These are a little connect with us, and then a QR code for some of our work. This is our team, your team. We really have a lot of fun. Everybody has a specialty in what they do. Project managers, designers, educators. My wife's in here. We're missing a lot of part of the team, but everyone's very involved every step of the process. And that's the fun part for me, to building the team. That's the cool part, to where I trust these people. And then we're located in booth 1014. It's just on the complete opposite side. We'd love to have anybody stop by the booth. We have a sale on Big Ass fans for the weekend, and then a lot of different stuff set up and some videos of projects that we've done. So it's really enjoyed talking with everybody. Thank you.